All right, everybody, welcome to week 4 of the Web Volume 4.0 contest. Just getting back in from New York City. Ryan just finished his 30-day fast track on Meet-On, JR, Elsie, Chris Petticord, Andrew, so many people working on incredible things this week. And I'm honestly I'm tired, but I'm just so energized by all of the amazing things that are happening right now with regard to the shopping annuity and the university majors and just everything just molding together. So I'm happy to be here tonight, and I'm really excited because tonight we're going to get to hear from, our former CWT of the year. One of our best trainers and one of the biggest superstars that we have in the Web Center program, Russell Polo, who I know all of you guys are familiar with because he's always willing and able to support and work with anybody that has a question for him. He's just an incredible person. Him and his wife Trista have done a lot for the Web Center program over the past years and have contributed a lot of their ideas and their footprints really on a lot of things. And so later on in tonight's session, you're going to get to hear from Russell when he presents his case study tonight to you. And I know that he's also going to touch on some of the other MA Web Center's products that are sold as well, because it's all relevant to his case study. So lots of great stuff going on, lots of great stuff to come. And I just want to congratulate everybody on the call tonight for showing up, because like I've said in the past, half of the battle is showing up. And if you can get that part under control, then you're on your way to just improving, and everything is downhill from there. So a couple of quick reminders: recorded sessions are available on webvolumecontest.com. So if you would like to re-watch any part of tonight or any of the other sessions that have happened thus far, all you have to do is go to webvolumecontest.com and click on the webinars page, and you can review that. I also want to mention that when you go to the webinars page, next to the recording is a PDF version of the lesson of the week's presentation. So when we click play on the lesson of the week, there is a more in-depth PowerPoint that gets presented, and we are making that available to you to download when you go to the webinars page on webvolumecontest.com. I also want to remind everybody how important it is to submit your activity and your results on a weekly basis. That means on Fridays, making sure that you go to webvolumecontest.com and you click on the activity report and you submit your results. When you do that, you are putting your best foot forward. Remember, the top performers in every single contest that we've ever run have always participated at least 95% of the time by submitting their results on a weekly basis. Does that mean that 95% of their weeks were perfect? Absolutely not. In fact, many of our top performers had weeks where they had zeros. That's all they had, zeros to report. But they reported them anyway because they understood the importance of being consistent and showing that you are still committed to the fast track by just simply submitting your results. And I'll tell you one thing, Elizabeth Weber, who I think knows a little bit about something, right? When she used to run fast tracks, which is what inspired these contests, she used to have a standing rule that if you missed more than 1 week, she kicked you off her fast track. And she didn't do that for any other reason than she wanted to make sure you showed up, because she knew how important that was for your success. Had nothing to do with her or administration or management. It had everything to do with the participants. So, we're not going to do that. Maybe we should, but I mean, I'm letting you know that is the groundwork of it all. So just make sure that you guys are submitting every single week. The Facebook group, if you're still not engaged with the Facebook group, please make sure you send an email to mawebcenters@marketamerica.com, and Sheila will make sure that you're added. So going over the results last week, I want to let everybody know that we had a massive sponsoring week, and not a massive week for sales in terms of website sales. But what I can say is that last week as a group, everybody apparently decided to focus on business building, and we sponsored 34 people last week, which is really great. That's really, really impressive. On the website sales side, though, we only had 4 sales, so we need to pick that up. Use that as motivation. Make sure you guys are out there selling and actually closing sales and following up. The design center, you guys moved 6 additional packages and sold additional internet marketing packages and other products as well. Lots of great results are happening, and we're entering into week 4 right now. So for a lot of you, if you have been consistent, this is the week, this week, next week, the week after, that you should start seeing some of that initial work that you did pay off and turn into results, turn into sales, turn into new business partners, turn into referrals, right? This is the week that you should start to see that. Now, if you haven't been as consistent as you like, this is the week to start, because it really only takes 3 to 4 weeks to get the ball rolling. If you do something every day for your business, then you are on the right track. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and press play, right? We're learning how to be good leaders and good trainers for our groups. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to MAWC411.com. We're going to click on Learn Online, and then we're going to click play on week 4, which is all about the other MA Web Centers products like social media or Google or Facebook and other products that we offer through the MA Web Centers store. And we're going to talk about how you can market those products to individuals that may not be in the market for a new website, but yet they might be in the market for social media management, or how you can market this to customers of yours that maybe are purchasing these services from other people that you might be able to build share of customer with, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the actual website. So right here you can see I went to MAWC411.com, click on Learn Online. I scroll down, and just a little note, you guys, when you click on here, you can see the entire playlist. So we choose week 4, and we're going to go ahead and press play.
Welcome to week 4 of the MA Web Center's 12-week action plan. In addition to providing small to medium-sized business owners with the ultimate online marketing strategy, MA Web Centers also provides digital marketing, social media, and website management products as well. Now, these products are not only available to your existing website clients, but they're also available to non-website clients. So it's an incredible opportunity for you to build share of customer, as well as to start somewhere and build rapport, build a relationship with non-website clients, and ultimately bring them on as a website client as well. So we're going to be talking about what the process is for promoting and selling these MA Web Centers products. So there's 5 steps for success, and we'll be going through each of them. The first one is to create a candidate list. The second is to approach. Third is to share information. The fourth is to consult. And the fifth is to set and conduct the appointment. Now, before we do that, I did want to share with you what the actual potential and the reasoning behind doing this process is at all. So the first one is there's an enormous opportunity for you to build share of customer with your website clients. So if you sold a website in the USA, for example, that website sale would have generated about $1,000 in retail profit for you, but in addition, it would have generated 200 BV for the sale and 30 BV per month for every month that that client remained an active client of yours. Now, if you took the time to follow the 5 steps and talk about some of the other products that we offer, you might also have found and identified some additional needs that your client has. So perhaps you sold them a design package and generated an additional 50 BV. Perhaps you found out during your 15-minute consultation that they needed someone to help manage their social media presence for them. That will generate an additional $15 a month for you in retail profits and an additional 20 BV per month in ongoing business volume. But let's say they also wanted to increase their visibility, and they wanted to do that by doing some Facebook advertising and maybe basic Google AdWords campaigns, right? In addition, you would be generating even more retail profits and even more ongoing BV. So you just took a website client that was that you're helping out with their online strategy that would have only been generating 30 BV per month, and you then turned it into a website client that generates an additional $50 a month and almost 90 BV per month. So there's a big opportunity here to generate some ongoing retail profits for you, as well as some ongoing business volume for you. And by the way, the other big part of the picture here is these are services that your business owner wants and needs. So if you don't provide them for your client, then your client is going to subscribe for these services somewhere else. And so by having them subscribe for these services through your business instead, you now are just continuing to build rapport and build a strong relationship, and you're not worried about somebody else consulting with your client on an ongoing basis and then ultimately maybe even trying to scalp your client, right? On the other hand, you may find that your prospect is not really interested in a new website right away. However, they are interested in a social media management program. So you might start off with just, giving them information and getting them started with a social media management program, and then continuing to build share of customer from here. You can build this any which way. You can start with a website sale. You can start with Google advertising. You can grow this any way that you'd like. Now, for more information on all of our products, you can visit mawebcenters.com and learn more about the products and what it provides, and also view some really great frequently asked questions. In addition, though, if you're looking for a full list of all of the products and what they generate for you as a web center owner in terms of retail profits and business volume, you can go to MAWC411.com and click on the support page, and you'll be able to see a download that goes through all of that information for you. So let's talk about the 5 steps. The first step is to actually identify some candidates, right? If you're going to build share of customer or reverse prospect, you need to actually have a candidate list. So, this can be your initial leads list, but you're going to want to keep track of some of the other steps that you're doing as well. So identify this week 10 candidates that you plan to approach, whether it's building share of customer with an existing client, or whether you're planning to reverse prospect. Maybe you're noticing somebody that has a social media presence, but it's not really managed well, and that's going to be your approach. Write down 10 new candidates this week that you plan to approach. And again, it can be an existing client, or it can be a new prospect, or just another prospect that you haven't contacted yet. The second step is to actually approach those prospects, right? So with website clients and candidates, you might want to ask some targeted questions that get them to talk about some of the needs that we might be able to fill, right? Now, your job, again, is to generate interest through informed discovery. So if you notice that one of your clients is definitely doing Google AdWords, and you can do that by Googling a client and knowing if it's a paid ad space or if it's just organically showing up, the question to ask is simple. Who does your AdWords, or who manages your AdWords? Find those questions out. Are you happy with them? Are you getting the results that you want? Do you feel like you're paying too much? Are you open to other solutions, right? Who manages your social media? Are you boosting your posts on Facebook? Did you know if you boosted your post on Facebook, then the visibility climbs by 10 times the amount? What is your online reputation like? Do you have people leaving good reviews on review sites, or do you have some reviews or comments showing up in areas where maybe you don't want them to be? Ask them how their online reputation is. Do they blog? Do you update your website, right? By the way, if you're looking for good questions to have in your back pocket, some good questions to have in your back pocket, or you just steal them from the 15-minute consultation, right? Actually, when we were doing some of our case studies recently, we noticed that most people conducted a 15-minute consultation, but some people actually forewent an official 15-minute consultation because they had taken so many questions from the 15-minute consult during their actual approach or during their actual initial conversations that they had all the information they needed, and they didn't need to have a formal 15-minute consult. So those consultations have some targeted questions around the different MA Web Centers products. So there's targeted questions around social media, around digital marketing, around website management. And if you're looking to promote those products, then you can certainly steal some questions from there to use during your approach. Now, the third step is, once you have their interest, is to go ahead and share some information with your prospects. Now, one really great way to do that is to share some of these product pages and possibly a proposal. You can access these downloads by going to MAWC411.com and, again, clicking on that support page, and you'll be able to download the product pages. You can actually download product pages for the Ultimate Online Strategy, which is the website solution that we sell, design, website management, search engine optimization, Google, social media, Facebook, or you can download one PDF that has all of these in one. Now, what's really nice is that each of these product pages are actually organized the same way. At the very top is a title, which you're not seeing on the screen right now, but for example, this is the one about design, right? So at the top it would say design, and there's just a tiny little subtext here that describes what this page is all about. The middle section has statistics around why somebody would want that product. So why is design so important? Why is mobile design so important? These are some statistics about the design marketplace or atmosphere today. And at the very, very bottom, you'll notice the MA Web Center solutions. What are the different options that an MA Web Center's client has for design, right? And so every one of these product pages is designed that way. So if you're going to share that social media product page with someone, it would say social media, a short description, statistics on social media, and then the different social media packages that we offer. So you can share some really great information that way. If you go to mawebcenters.com, you can also look for and farm out some specific testimonials around our design, around our website, around our service, around any of these digital packages. We are constantly populating with more samples and more client testimonials that you can share with people as well. If it's appropriate, if you feel like you're ready, you can also create an awesome proposal. This is an interactive proposal that is available in any currency. It comes with a cover sheet as well as a proposal generator that can be sent just how you see it right now, or it can be sent with all of the product pages attached as well. So when you make recommendations for products here, they can actually refer to those products, by just simply flipping through to PDF. What's really nice is it's organized by the occurrence of the charges. So one-time cost would be like a website setup. You can recommend a brand new website and a design package and maybe the search engine optimization package. Then below that are some monthly recurring. Are you going to recommend some AdWords? Go ahead and recommend AdWords. These are a great thing to use as a follow-up after an appointment is conducted or as a proposal in the first place. Our product specialist will conduct these digital marketing appointments for you. So this is a great follow-up to an appointment, or again, to be coupled with these product pages. The fourth step is to do a consultation. Now, again, the good part about this is you're consulting. You're just simply asking questions so that you can either A, make a better proposal, two, you can motivate your prospect through informed discovery, help them to discover some areas where they may want to focus on their business, and third, for a more qualified appointment with a product specialist. These consultations, along with some other important information that you gather, are mandatory for all appointments scheduled for digital marketing packages. So this is not an optional step. You must conduct a 15-minute consultation, and you must have specific information in order to schedule a digital marketing sales appointment with our product specialist. So you're going to ask these questions during your approach or as a pre-appointment, but either way, your purpose is to simply data mine. You're asking questions and writing down responses so that you can schedule a more qualified appointment. And then fifth is to actually schedule and conduct the appointment. Now, you can do that by logging into your web center and scheduling a digital marketing appointment with one of our product specialists, and they will conduct the appointment for you. You can also surely go through an appointment on your own. However, it's highly recommended that you actually leverage the assets that you have, the winning combination that has been put together for you, which is excellent resources and content that you can share, and our team's professionals that can actually sell the website for you, implement the products that have been purchased, and also support your clients for you. So make sure you're leveraging the system even with the digital marketing packages. So your weekly exercise, again, this week is to continue to do your daily operating procedures. And this week to focus on finding at least 10 prospects that you might be able to promote some of these MA Web Centers products with. So write down a list of current clients that you plan to reach back out to and try and build share of customer from there. And also maybe identify a few other prospects that are not yet website clients that maybe you would want to reverse prospect with. Someone that maybe you want to open up with a social media or a search engine product to get their attention and get them committed to that kind of an appointment. But the purpose here is that you actually go ahead and start thinking about the other MA Web Centers digital marketing design and website management products that you have at your disposal, because not only are you going to create a more profitable business for yourself, yourself, but you're also going to help your clients have a better online strategy in general, and also you're going to continue to build stronger relationships. All right, everybody, thank you so much, and we'll see you for week 5.
Okay. Oops.
Welcome to week 5 of the MA Web Center
not yet. Okay, there we go.
12-week action plan.
All right, thank you. I hit cancel, and then all of a sudden it actually almost ended the entire session. Okay, so really quickly before we go on, this video was recorded prior to the session, and so when you want to schedule an appointment for the digital marketing products, there's actually a website that we're going to be sharing with you guys later on this week. And so that is a really, really big announcement, because prior to now, actually, there was no sales support available for the digital marketing products. And so right now we're just finishing up some final testing, but there will be an announcement this week that goes out. So please keep your eyes and ears open, where you'll be able to schedule an appointment with a digital marketing product specialist. That's right. So instead of having to decide what Google product is best for your client, or does your client want social media management, or are they really looking for Facebook posts, or are they really looking for online reputation management? Rather than you guys having to decide which additional MA Web Centers product might be more appropriate for your client or your prospect, you will be able to schedule an appointment with a sales specialist that specializes in the digital marketing products. And so we will be sharing this website with everybody later this week. And that will be live very, 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 very soon, so you can do that. However, still go ahead and do the challenge of the week. Still make sure that you're making your candidate list, that you're doing your research, that you're trying to build share of customer, that you're sharing all of our incredible resources with your prospects and your clients, because you know what, as we all know that the process is not as simple as, well, I'm not going to get started until I can get the appointment in the book. There's still some groundwork that you can lay. There's still some conversations that you can start, and just understand that you'll be able to schedule an appointment very, very, very soon. And I could not be more excited about that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to turn the presentation over to Mr. Russell Polo. Like I said, guys, Russell he was the CWT of the year last year, him and his wife Trista, and has been a successful web center owner and a top web center salesperson for a number of years. He's got a unique insight, and he's going to go ahead and share his case study with you. So let me go ahead and switch it over, and I'm going to make Mr. Russell Polo the presenter. Hold on. Let's give it a second. Lovely.
Can you hear me?
Sure can.
All right, so is my screen up?
Yes, it is.
All right, so first off, I'm also very excited about that. So I've been desperate for that for some time. So the website to schedule those marketing appointments, very excited, very excited. But let me get to the point at hand. So I want to talk about my case study, which is herring sanitation, herring septic. This is, not a particularly glamorous industry, but it is something that people need, and there's a lot of competition in it. And you can see here on the left we have the original website. It was basically a photo with a little bit of text, and we have the new website that the design team built for them. Actually, they've been with us for several years, so this is an older design. It's not responsive, but they love this website. And I thought I'd show you just how it is they love this website by showing you a little video of what they had to say about it.
Customers love it, and it books jobs.
Hi, I'm Sharon Herring, and I am here to endorse all that internet. They have done my website, and it's been absolutely fantastic for our company. The reason I picked them is Russ is persistent. That's the main reason, and I like them, and they were so easy to work with. I thought I had a good website. They kept telling me they could make it better for me, and I actually thought mine was good. I loved it. And then they showed me their stuff. Well, it's fantastic now. I get so much feedback on it, and it's been really good for our business. As far as putting it together, once we started working, I'm running a company, so I'm busy. So they would come in, they'd give me some tasks to do. If I didn't get them done, they kept me on task without nagging too much, and I was able to get it done, and they put it together for me. It was so easy for me, and the results are really nice. Check out my website, herringseptic.com. Thanks for listening to me.
It's basically being a shine. Any new customers go on there, they see what we're all about, they learn a lot off the site. There's a lot of explanations. The customers love it, and it books jobs.
Now, obviously, what we're looking at there is a little promotional piece that Trista's put together. We're going to use that as a customer testimonial on our website that promotes our brand name. But it shows the experience they've had with the product. And I think that, in truth, her memory of how it went may have been a little different than my memory. Because, how I met her was that we're both members of the same yacht club. We are in sailboats. We do sailing races. And often, she's got a larger boat than we do, and often I volunteered as crew on her boat to participate in the race, and so I've gotten to know her very well. And I can't shut up, and I ask questions like, well, how's your business? How do you market? And I asked that critical question, how's your website? And she complained, and so I thought that meant we had an opportunity. But when we first started to get her to sit down and talk about the website, she said, I'm not interested. I'm upset. I don't need anything, because she actually had the website built by the daughter of another club member, but this daughter was now away at school, and so the challenge she had was the website existed, had information on it that was out of date, and they couldn't update it because the only way to edit it was to get this girl to come back from school and make edits for them. That was a real challenge. So it took us some time, and she mentioned my persistence. It took some time to get her to be willing to sit down and take a look at what we had, but so we were not nagging, but bringing it up again a couple times, and she still said she had a problem. So I said, well, let's take a look at this. I think we can solve it. And so we didn't really do a 15-minute consultation, because in talking to her over the follow-up and the times we were getting to know what her issues were, we kind of did the 15-minute consultation by default, by just having conversations with her, but not explicitly by having that consultation. And why did she decide to come with us? Because we persisted, continuing to revisit her and trying to find ways to help her. And she said, "Okay, I'll take a look at it." And so the appointment went very painlessly, because by the time we sat down with her, she had really said, "Okay, I'm really ready to go." And so that was not the challenge. I mean, the challenge was getting her to sit down for the appointment. She really liked what she saw. She was way more impressed than what she expected to take a look at. And we showed her that it should be easy for her to make her own edits. That was very exciting. And so why did she buy it? Because it solved the problem she had. She'd be able to get a current website that was a little more updated, and they were going to be able to make edits themselves and promote their content. Now, she bought a design package, and so we sat with her and helped her complete that design package. So that meant that she had to identify what are the areas she wanted to focus on, and what are the areas that she wanted to talk about in her business, and that's how the design package got filled out. And it was mostly Trista went back and visited with her a number of times to get her to fill in that content and get the wizard completed so that the website could be built. But it was built by the design team for her. And then, we both maintained a very good relationship with them over the years. I still, in the same club with them. I see them very often. Often we'll pop in. Their office is not far from where we live. And we use their service in our house, so we have a lot of good connections with them. So when we came out with the digital marketing products, I already knew she was using a digital marketing product. It just wasn't ours. It was somebody else's. She was using another company to do Google ads. Actually, she had two other companies doing ads. One of them was a complete mess because they had made a copy of her website with a different phone number on it that didn't work. And so people were getting confused as to what her phone number was because the other site was showing up on Google. It was just such chaos, if you can imagine what she had to deal with. So I said, we now have a product that competes with these other things you've been using you have not had great success with. Why don't you try this out? She had a couple of questions. I got her on the phone with tech support. She was able to ask those questions. And I was expecting her to think about it for a while, get back to me. No, the products became available on a Monday, and I went and saw her on Tuesday. She bought that day. I was very impressed with how she took my endorsement of the product as being reason to buy it. And so she's been a Google marketing product customer with us for some time now. Has she referred us to other prospects? Yes, she has. We've gotten a couple other leads from her. They have not yet turned into website sales, but we're still working on them because I don't give up on follow-up ever. So there's still more possibilities out there. In fact, they had. I mentioned it other times. I'm in my BNI group in this area, and her business is now represented in my BNI. So that's built more networking connections, and so they become testimonial for my website business in my BNI. So that's better connection. Now, how did the website improve the business? Well, you saw in the video how the customers keep talking about how great it is. They get found in Google. It brings them customers, and that's what really matters. And so that's what's very important to them about the website. I want to talk about a couple other marketing successes with the digital marketing products. I'm working with a local attorney, and if you may imagine, probably in any town, if you search for an attorney, a divorce lawyer, traffic lawyer, whatever it is, you're going to find hundreds of hits, and you're not going to know who to pick. And generally, you're going to go for who's top or near the top on Google. Well, how do you compete with the big guys that are showing up there? This is a single sole proprietor attorney. We've had his website for maybe a year and a half or so. We did a SEO package for him. So web centers got from him what he wanted to focus on. They encouraged him to write some new content to expand what was on the site, and so we helped him put that new content up on the website. And he recently reported to me that he got calls from someone who had gotten a whole bunch of Department of Transportation tickets. They wrote 13 tickets at one time to a commercial vehicle. And so he got a call from this customer who had this big stack of tickets in our town, and he needed somebody to represent him. Well, that's actually a pretty big client for him because it's a lot of work there to do that. And he thinks he's going to help that customer out. And he also got a call from someone looking for a divorce. Now, I'm not a big fan of divorces, but if you need a divorce attorney, I'd obviously like you to use the one I think is a good one. And so he reported that people are finding him on the web simply because of the enhancement we've done to get his website. And so he is very happy with the website. Another one that I've mentioned previously online and other discussions is a guy we have who has a website who does bounce house rentals. So these inflatable castles and sleds and all that. He has a bunch of these, and he rents them out for the kids' parties. And he said to me, I need more business. What do I do? And I said, well, it just so happens we just came out with a Facebook marketing package that would be ideal for you. And so he tried it out, and what Web Centers did was targeted at, I think it was moms in the age of 35 to 45 because they're likely to have kids in the age range they're going to want the bounce house. And the numbers I saw, it was a phenomenal response from the ads because the targeting of Facebook gives you're able to get so much demographic information from the customer that they're able to target really at the ideal customer versus wasting ads on people who don't want to see the ad. And so it was very good results in that. And he actually has done so well with his business that was a side business. Now he's quit his day job, and this is his full-time business. And most of his equipment is out every weekend, and he's expanded into table rentals and tents and everything else. So he's had a lot of great success. And so I'm not going to say that the Facebook marketing was the sole reason that he had that growth, but it certainly helped. But one of the things I do want to stress is that the results the customer is going to get from these marketing packages is going to be dependent on what the customer can provide into it. If the customer can't give good guidance to web centers about what kind of customers are trying to find and what keywords and what market areas they can focus on, if that information is not there, web centers is not going to be able to do an effective job. And so it's important for us as customer managers to make sure the customer is able to communicate that information to web centers to ideally get the results that they're looking for from their their marketing package. I know one thing I want to touch on was somebody mentioned this on Facebook, and I want to kind of answer it. Was if you find somebody who you think is a website prospect, and they are not interested in buying a website, but they might be a prospect for digital marketing, how do you make that transition? And I think the approach is not to try to pigeonhole somebody into a solution before you found a problem. And so if somebody says, I like my website, then that is a pretty good notice that you probably shouldn't try to sell them a website. Now, people may say, I like my website, but it may not be fulfilling their needs. And so you may find in more conversations with them, if you're doing kind of questions about what it is they're doing to grow their business, you may find that a website replacement is a good solution for them. But if they're saying, I just don't have enough customers, or people can't find me on Google, those are the things that are going to be, you should take a look at our marketing practice. I think we have a way that we can solve that specific problem without making you redo your whole website. Because a lot of people have spent a lot of money, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars on a website, and it pains them to think that they would be tossing it out to replace it with something new, because they feel like they spent all this money to get some value out of it. And it's tough to put somebody in that situation. I don't want to have them feel that pain. I want to have them have some results and success. And obviously, if we can get in the door with a digital marketing package, we're going to say, well, I'm glad you're having success with this. I think we could do better if we were to redo the website to have everything tied together and get better results altogether. Particularly if the SEO packages, you're going to have much more better results, because if you're using a web center solution, because they're able to tie the changes into the website more easily. I think you're going to see better results with those packages if it is a web center site. And another thing I want to touch on, if you saw the video, the second half of it had Sharon's son in front of a bunch of their equipment, and it was all plastered with the Herring name all over it. And when you ask a business, how much marketing do you do? And they say, oh, I don't do much marketing. But then you notice that their equipment is all labeled like that. That's the kind of thing you want to kind of pay attention to, because if you think about it, what does it cost to do that? You look into it, and you hire a lettering company or a sign company to start labeling vehicles, you're talking about quickly hundreds or even thousands of dollars to label these things. And so what they're spending on marketing can actually be much more than they really think that they're spending on marketing. And so in terms of what the value of their marketing budget and what the website is included in that can be much more than they off the first thought may really think that they're spending on marketing. And that's what I have at the moment. Do you have any questions?
No, I think that was incredibly thorough and really helpful insight from the bottom up. I really love the video, by the way, and I think we need to produce more of those that people can share. So thank you so much, and I'm going to go ahead and switch it back. The questions that came through were, everybody's just saying the same thing, is, wow, that was really great. Can you switch it back over to me, Russell? Are you able to do that?
I don't know if I can. Let's see if I have that power.
Okay. If you go to can you see the attendee list at all? Do you have a control panel?
I have a control panel, but I don't have, oh, I do, yes.
Cool. If you click on attendees and then right click over my name, you should be able to make me presenter again.
Done.
Sweetness. And I'm going to show my screen. Here we go. All right. This is what we like to call, webinar tag. So we're all taking turns. All right, so really great stuff and lots of positive feedback, Russell. Thank you so much. I do have one question that popped up that I think we should definitely talk about. April says, Sarah, are we going to have marketing or sales documents available in tools on our web centers for the new digital marketing products? And so a couple of things. First of all, we do have the infographics. Second of all, we've gotten a lot of feedback from the field that you guys love the overview of the new products that are on MAWebcenters.com. And so I got a chance to talk with Brett last week, and your web centers are now going to have the same content that's on MAWebcenters.com around the new products on your web centers themselves. So all of the stuff when you go to mawebcenters.com that talk about the new products will now be automatically updated for you on the front end website that you get with your web center. So that's really exciting. Another really exciting announcement is that one of the additions to the MA team in the previous year or two, her name is Agnes. She's an incredibly talented designer and marketing guru. I mean, she's worked on so many incredible advertising campaigns, and she's responsible for all of the brand new motives catalogs and the unfranchised the products catalogs and all kinds of stuff. She's working on the designs for the new UBP with us. And I actually had a chance to sit with her, and she's going to be designing an MA Web Centers product catalog as well that'll be available in print and also in digital. So, you know, there's a lot of great sales aids that are coming, and so that's going to only make it easier and easier, and it just gets better and better. But I do want to make sure that you guys understand that what you have right now is the perfect combination to start a conversation and get appointments booked. And even if you're doing that simple manual process that we discussed tonight in the lesson of the week, that works. Or if you apply some of the things that Russell was talking about, you know, don't wait. Be a pioneer. Be one of the first. Because I'm telling you guys, the Google products and the Facebook products and the social media, the content writing, you will not find another product on the marketplace that has the same quality that we are offering. And we're going to talk more in depth about the ingredients, if you will, of our product versus the competition at Product Symposium, and hopefully that'll be recorded and uploaded on Meeton for those of you that may not be attending in the next week or two. I think it's in 2 weeks, Product Symposium. But you guys, we have the best thing that's out there. So if you know your clients are in the market or could benefit from Facebook or could benefit from, you know, a better ranking on Google, just talk to them. Just ask the basic questions and get those conversations started, because I'm telling you, they are already spending money on this stuff, and you can help them not only save money, but you're going to get them a better product. So that's really exciting. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pick our shop.com gift card, $20 gift card winner of the week. These are all of the folks that have participated this week. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a random name. Congratulations to Jay. You are this week's shop.com $20 gift card winner. So that's really exciting. Guys, don't forget to make it a great week. Don't forget to do the challenge of the week. Please submit your results. Please comment and continue to ask questions. I'm really proud of all the work that we're doing, and we're only going to do even better and better things from here on out, because you know what? The first couple of weeks are out of the way, and now it's time to just keep that momentum going and keep the results piling in. All right, thanks, and have a great one.